Forza Motorsport 7 with a new series and a new track for ridiculous car builds and a new rival to beat. This is a Chapparal Can-Am, a crazy Can-Am car, or about 500 horsepower rear-wheel drive, weighs less than 2,000 pounds, and it has active aero DRS in 1966. So it's certainly a very impressive machine. It's midway through R class. And, well, the track is quite possibly the most difficult track we have tested on so far. It is in the dry, but it is Laguna Seca. And the first corner on the track is quite a terrifying car. We get airtime in the Chapparal, so I'm imagining a fair bit of airtime on every single vehicle we run on this series, which can be awful if you have, say, no control, or no brakes, or no suspension, or none of the above. So it will be interesting on that. Then we have, of course, the infamous corkscrew. And I think this is just a purely fantastic testing ground to test these vehicles on. So, yeah, it's been a long time coming for a build series at Laguna Seca. I've been wanting to do it for a while now. But I think now seems appropriate on the week of the 4th of July with an American car as our target car, an American track, and a car from an American manufacturer for our first build. Alright, the first vehicle for this new series at Laguna Seca is gonna be equally American. I mean, technically it's European, whatever. This is the Ford Transit Supervan. And it's mad, because it's a van, and we have the option of a 6.2 liter V8, a 7 liter V8 Heavy, or a 5.9 liter V8 Racing. Now, as much as I like the NASCAR engine, I'm gonna go with that, because that will get more power. We're gonna twin turbocharge it, stick it up to 1,000 horsepower. We can make it into a normal Transit if you so desire. You can see the differences there, but we aren't gonna do that because that would be dumb. We need the wing on the roof, obviously, if you want to have a hope of controlling this vehicle. That adds weight, so we're not gonna do that. That does reduce drag, but it does add 70 pounds, so we're not going to do that. Tires, we're going to put on racing tires. Have no idea the tire sizes on this vehicle. We can get 295s on the front. That's actually pretty good. Starts off with 265s. Those are pretty big tires. 325s on the rear. That's very... I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe 295, but it starts off on 295s. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Now, this doesn't mean anything if we can't control it, so we're going to put some nice brakes on, put some nice suspension, hopefully give us a hope of surviving Laguna Seca. So I know the corkscrew is infamous and all, but really the most frightening thing is the kink in the straightaway, where it goes downhill, because that's going to get airtime in almost every car we drive in. Because the Corvette got a little, no, not the Corvette, the Chapparal got a little bit of airtime on that. So I'm expecting these vehicles to get a ton of airtime on that. I have no idea what's going to happen with this vehicle, because it has a lot of weight and a lot of traction. Hopefully, in theory, anyway. I also missed the camshafts. We're gonna go back and get those. There we go. That's better. Up to 770 horsepower. In the Transit, we are definitely going to deliver your food on time, or we're going to die trying. One of the two. Alright, we are now up to 1,000 horsepower. 1,055 horsepower. Finalizing it, 1,063 horsepower. For a van, this has an incredible power-weight ratio. It has a power-weight ratio of 1 to 3, of 3 horsepower, of 3 pounds per horsepower. That's very good for a van. But now we must see how we will fare around Laguna Seca. Okay. Our mighty transit has to go faster than a 1:26.9 set by the Chapparal Can-Am. And, well, we don't have that bad traction, actually. The brakes are iffy, at best, I think. Come on, come on. Yeah, traction's not too bad. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. It spins the wheels up, but it has so much weight that you don't actually get the back end sliding out too much. Very interesting. And I'm sure I could get the back end sliding out, like there. But yeah, I'm going flat out. It's actually not too terrible. And of course, it feels almost like it has traction control, but I know for a fact, in fact, I can show you, I will show you, once I finish this corner, that I don't have it on. And if I do have it on, it's a mistake, yeah. It feels like it has traction control, but it doesn't. That is pretty impressive. Come on, can I make this turn? No! No, that's way too fast. That's very much too fast. Very much too fast for the transit. We need to go a lot slower than the Chapparal could do that. This cannot. I think this might... Oh yeah, the brakes are awful. the brakes are all... And these are like Ferrari 275 brakes. These are not good brakes. In any way, shape, or form. There we go. Alright, nice and easy. We have 5 laps, so this first lap doesn't really matter. We got 4 laps to go after this one. Come on, please. I'm very scared for this coming up. I'm very scared. Because the Chapparal is quite difficult when it bounced around. I have no idea what the transit's gonna do. Well, it's gonna go off the track, that's what it's gonna do. I'm gonna imagine the sand is gonna be removed from that area because I drive over it so much I push it off. Yeah, that's that area. I can see it now. It's gonna claim probably every single car on this series, at least once in the race, because it's a tight corner for any car, except for maybe the fastest and high grip cars or the slowest cars. It's a challenge for every car except those. So I'm expecting every single car to make at least one skirmish over there. Now, a little slower. Let's try 70. There we go. We may be able to push like 2 miles an hour further, but not much more. You really don't get an appreciation for how steep that is, but it is steep, and I pushed it way hard into the braking zone because I'm an idiot. I brake where I think the Chapparal brakes, and then it just decides, oh yeah, by the way, you're in a transit. You can't do that. Ah, come on. You see, I'm used to straight line braking that section, where you just angle it towards the first corner, and then you just hit the brakes midway through. Because the game expects you to do the little twisty, but if you don't do the twisty and you flip the curves, you actually get a fantastic run through there. So I keep trying to do that with this van, and it just doesn't work. It does not have the braking force needed for that. Now I have found a nice little trick for this, is to use, oh, frick. I was about to say use the pit entrance, or use the pit exit as part of the road and angle yourself so you land partially in the pit lane. But then I got wheel spin above the crest, and that just put me all out of position. And then when you do that, you're done, so that's a lesson learned. Can't do that. Can't do that at all. Now, I should still be on for a faster lap because every single lap's had a crash or an off. So, we only have 2 laps to get a clean one. Get a nice clean run. Come on. Yeah, it's weird. The traction is very good. Very good. Flat out in second gear. Yeah, I can carry about 70 for that. That's about as much as I dare. Whew. Now, brake early. Brake early. Yeah, that's really... That, you have to brake so early for these corners because it just doesn't have any... I'm pretty sure a piece of paper would be a better brake than this. If you replace the brake pads with a piece of paper, they would probably be more effective. Come on, come on. I mean, it's a fast thing. It's a very fast thing, especially for a van. However, whoa! That was actually the first real kick of oversteer I had, which is again pretty impressive for a 1,000 horsepower van. But we are seriously far off. No, come on! I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. Alright, we got one more lap. I'm gonna have to crawl over that hill, I swear, because you can't really angle the car until you're just past the crest. But the problem is, once you crest with this car, you get wheel spin and it throws you off the track. I just want a clean lap in the transit. Yeah, this is probably the most difficult circuit I've ever put these cars around. Just because of A, the corkscrew braking zone, B, this corner here, and C, the crest before turn 1. And this track isn't in the rain, it's not at night, it's just a brutal track. That's why I love this track, because it's just such a test of skill and vehicle traction and control. And this doesn't have very much of either of those things. Yeah, it's just too heavy. It's just too heavy and has too much speed for its own good. Come on, get your power down. There we go. Alright. We gotta be ready for this. We gotta be ready for this. And there we go. That was slower than I wanted to go. But I made it around the corner without falling off the track. And that's immediately a positive. Please stop, transit. You're not stopping at all. Come on, turn. Alright, there we go. Nicely done, nicely done. We are getting to 133 miles an hour. That's pretty impressive. The Chapparal is getting about 140 there, 150. So, yeah. This does have twice the power of the Chapparal, but this has twice the weight. Come on. There we go. Got the power early. There we go. We are up 1 and a bit seconds, but I'm not going to let that get to me yet. Because we still got the corkscrew. Here we go. This vehicle deals with the corkscrew remarkably well. I mean, it's probably the easiest corner on the track for this car. And that's one of the craziest corners in the world. That's like Eau Rouge, but twice the angle. Come on, and turn in. Come on, get the power down, come on, come on. Come on. There we go, 137.762 is the best the Transit can do at Laguna Seca. Yeah, I thought that would do a little bit better. I mean, I was afraid of the traction, but I didn't realize the brakes would be the root of all problems. But they were. So, yeah, that was an experience. Alright, we are here at Le Mans with the Transit supposed to be able to go 218 miles an hour, which if it does that, that would be very impressive for a Transit van, because 218 miles an hour is the exact same speed as the McLaren P1, which has, you know, a hypercar. So, you know, if they can do that, that's very impressive. I'm a little afraid about the bumps in the corner, because it might grip roll, or at least go on the two wheels. We're up to 200 miles an hour. 205. Come on. Get to 210. There's 210. Come on, just 8 more miles an hour to go. We're gonna shift up. Come on. Come on. Come on. 210. 211, we're not gonna make it. 211, come on. 212, you're faster than a Prelude. 213, come on. 214. No. Oh dear. Oh, I was not wrong. I was not wrong about the two-wheeling. No, under control. Under control. Keep your foot down. There we go. It's not fun two-wheeling at 200 miles an hour. I was right. I was afraid. I had a reason to be afraid for the two-wheel action. However, 213 miles an hour is very good for a transit van. That was terrifying. I mean, that's almost as fast as the Corvette Fast and Furious. It's 1 mile an hour faster than the Prelude. It's around the Toyota AT37 area. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's not Lotus GT1 levels, but, you know, for a van, which has the aerodynamics of a barn, that's pretty darn good going. Yeah, it may be awful in every single way, except for power delivery and speed, but boy does it go fast. That's going to be it for this episode, though, of Forza Motorsports. I'll be back with more.